Smarmore, what a recovery advocate position is, for myself, I would have been a past patient of Smarmore Castle, and what they've developed here is a role to where someone who's 2 years or plus in recovery, preferably a past patient from Smarmore Castle, but it's not essential. We have others. Once you've gone to treatment and you've got experience of treatment, and what the role is, we come in and we help guide the patients. You know, there's nothing better than them to see someone who's been through treatment, or even as myself through Smarmore Castle, and seeing that recovery is possible. We help them out with their assignments that they do for groups. We're available to talk with them, guide them around rules, and be able to advocate to them, to the therapists, for them, to the therapists and the nursing staff, and to be available to just help out and guide them. I came twice, I liked it that much.
Twice?
Twice, and the total I've been in treatment 11 times.
11 times?
11 times, and it was nothing to do with the other treatments that they failed. I just wasn't ready. But I came here the last time in July 2018, and I was just broken enough to where I would do anything just to stop taking drugs and find recovery. When I came in this time, I wasn't trying treatment again after that. If it didn't work, I was done. I was destined to go out there and just die from taking drugs. But it was utterly hopeless, because I'd been so many times in and out of treatment, in and out of fellowship meetings, trying with sponsors, all different therapies, any way that you can think of to try stop drugs. I tried, except for the suggested things of the 12-step program. It's the only thing I didn't try. It wasn't until I was hopeless enough that I'll just do whatever is asked of me, and that's what happened when I came in this time. The same question was asked as every time I come into a treatment again. What's different this time, man? And this time I remember distinctively with our head therapist just throwing my hands up and breaking down. I don't know. I have not got a clue. If I knew, I wouldn't be sitting back here. Just show me and tell me what to do. And that was the beginning then. I suppose it's that identification, isn't it? Because that's what's key with addicts and alcoholics, is knowing that there's someone else that's the same as them. That's how I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here from listening to a man here come in from fellowship and tell my exact same story. And then to see him sitting there recovered, have peace of mind. That's what gave me the hope of, like, well, if he can do this, I can certainly do this. You know, and then hearing as he went on, not only about his experience through addiction, through childhood and that sort of stuff, it was more so then at the end when he started talking about a solution, that how he is, because this man was in and out of treatments many times, and then just that absolute craziness of being, what I've learned is untreated. So untreated is not going through the 12 steps. That for me is the full treatment. I'm not sure whether I should say this or not, but places like Smarmore Castle, I'd consider as rehab, rehabilitation. It's a position I thought I would never be in. I'm not very well educated, and you know, it was always said to me while I was here by staff here at Smarmore, oh, one day you'll be a therapist, you'll be here. And I never thought ever would I, especially working at Smarmore Castle, one of the best, if not the best in Europe, you know, with all the international clientele that we get. But I never for a moment thought that I'd be sitting here working at Smarmore Castle. You know, I distinctively remember getting the phone call from the head therapist, and I'm saying that, like, you're one of the first, we're developing this role, and one of the first people that we thought of when this came up. And I think after the phone call, I was sitting there sobbing for about 2 hours, because I never thought I would ever be able to get the opportunity of working somewhere like Smarmore Castle.
And I think that probably inspires others as well, right? Mm-hmm. People willing to come into treatment that, just like you, they thought they would never be in a position that they'd be well enough to be a recovery advocate or work for a treatment centre. But I guess your story gives them hope, right?
Yeah, and we've had quite a few patients come through who've been in similar and maybe not as bad educated and that sort of stuff, but even in high paying jobs to where it's something that they're even considering looking at. Because for me, it's very rewarding. It's a lot like sponsorship. Yes, you get paid for it, but there's nothing more that fills me heart and soul than helping another addict and alcoholic on that little journey.